Fear not, denizens. Parade is here, aka the new voice of freedom, aka father of the sea and sun, aka king of the core. And I want to introduce my co-host for this episode of Celebration Preparation. He is the host of the Celebration Cantina, Uncle She on twitch.tv, aka the Wizard of Oscars. He is unlimited. I have none other than Eli from the Fan Awakens. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to have the celebration info rolling in, man.
Yeah. Well, before we start, this is the Celebration Preparation. You are in the right place if you're trying to find information about the upcoming celebration in Los Angeles 2027. We're talking about the news that drops, how to prepare, and what's going to be happening at the convention when we are there. And today, we are going to be talking about the convention merch. And me and Eli have a lot to say about the convention merch from previous conventions. I'll have the graphics up on the screen. Let me read the post from Instagram because this is where I saw it first. It says, "You don't have to fly all the way to Toshi Station to pick up what you really need. Star Wars Celebration merch will be available when tickets go live May 6th. So make sure you have your alarm set for May 6th. If I'm not mistaken, there is a queue for the tickets. And once you're in the queue, I believe there was a timer. And part of that timer is buying your tickets, but also pre-ordering merch. Me and Eli were talking just ahead of time. I don't remember too many images of things being readily available. Yeah. And so you kind of just like have to maybe just go, I think I might want that, and just put it in your cart. But I'm glad they're ahead of the game here for the LA Star Wars Celebration, where they're like, here are the pictures of what Japan, you might be buying.
It was like some of them had the option like, oh, click for image, and it was blank. And it's like, all right, so I'm ordering a pin. I don't know if it's,
like who knows what it'll look like.
When I order pins, though, just as a side note, people trade pins like crazy. So it's always like that. I feel like it's a fairly safe one. I could probably trade for something I actually like, but yeah, it is a gamble. You don't know what you're buying 100%. So I'm glad they came out with all these image references.
Yes, thankfully they have them. And I remember they had the actually I have them up there. The key, not the key art.
Oh yeah.
The art that was like on the badges, and the artist was there in Japan who did the badge art. And I think, did you have to go online to find them? Because I remember I was like, I didn't remember what they looked like, and then we were sending pictures back and forth back then, and you were like, hey, which ones do you want? I could pre-order them for you. And I'm like, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So that helped.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was a scramble.
It was a mess. That was a mess because I was like, because I think there was like a preview of what the art was gonna be.
Yeah.
And then we didn't necessarily know which ones were gonna be like on the pins. Again, if you watched episode 1 of the Celebration Preparation, we talk about how Celebration is chaos. So we're here to kind of, what is it called? Like just
demystify. We're to untangle the weeds. Yeah.
We're trying to navigate this storm and along with you all.
It's like the Sith Wayfinder. We gotta navigate the maelstrom.
Yeah, we're the Celebration Wayfinders this time. Before we move onto the merch, we did mention in the previous video badge art, and so I wanted to show you the badge art that I possess because I've been to 2 Celebration. The first one is a 4-day pass, and they used this art. Oh, actually, it shows up pretty well in camera because I guess my ring light's like right on it. But it is very dark. It is a very dark image of, I believe, what's the name? Is this the one Navarro? In Mando? Yeah, Navarro. At night or something, like, it's...
To the naked eye, I will say, I've never seen it as clear as I'm watching
right now. Yeah. Oh, you gotta like put a black light to it to see the image on it.
But I will say this also. Obviously, we talked about this a lot last, going up to that con. But the artist, right? I got him to sign my badge. And here's a quick story. So I had been tracking down some art at Celebration that year, and I had no idea that the same artist who did the badges, it was the same artist. And so when I tracked down that piece, he was like, "Oh, do you want me to sign your badge?" And I was like, "Oh, did you do the art?" He's like, "Yeah, I did." And I actually talked to him for quite a bit, and he was great, and I
Yeah.
loved his pieces, and it's over on the wall at a frame. But I don't know, unfortunate circumstance, bad print, but that was a pretty rough, badge for sure.
It was a pretty
Uh,
rough batch because I think the other, well, they were mostly locations. Like the idea conceptually sounds
they were.
cool, but it's kind of like a bummer to have like a souvenir from the convention part of your ticket. I think it's cool to have one, but it's just the image doesn't look like anything. And I think they heard us because the one for Japan is a lot better. I wish I had the artist name, but this one's the Mando and Grogu 3-day. I think the other 3-day was Ahsoka. There was like a few,
Might have been.
but these were the ones that people were collecting, where they were like trading them, getting other people's 1-day passes from friends and whatnot, maybe buying them online. But these were sick, and I have
I think
the Andor print and the Mon Mothma up top in the background. And these were
I think a
fantastic.
good point of bringing that up is that like the badges are all great and they're cool to collect if people buy multiple tickets just to have the different badges. But
Mm-hmm.
obviously, what they do is if you haven't been to Celebration, they make all the badges into different merch. They put them on T-shirts, they put them on pins,
Yeah,
they
it's
put
on
them on
everything.
posters. So
Yeah.
like if there's you want the 1-day Saturday badge art, they're gonna have it on a bunch of stuff. So
Yeah, very true. Because I think we both have this Andor
yep.
shirt. I definitely have mine because it was my favorite piece, and especially when Andor came out. But yes, so I just wanted to touch on that. The badge art, hopefully it's cool. They will release images of it because, again, like Eli said, they'll be on multiple merchandise. So don't overspend on badges. Don't overspend on badges. You don't have to. Let's talk about the merch that's coming up
Sure.
for 2027. What's nice is they have images, and I'll put them here in the video, images and prices. I actually have, before the images, I actually have my first celebration shirt from, was it
Nice.
2022, which I would wear quite often. So I just like the material's not too bad, and I don't think it has much cracking. So I feel like this was a quality shirt. A lot of people be wearing them around the con once they get them, and just day to day use. It says celebration up on top of the logo, and we'll talk about more of this stuff too when the actual merch store, because this is different from the merch store. Keep that in mind. And then there was multiple different ones for the Japan celebration. Do you remember if they had? Was it just one shirt, or did they have the English
They had
all
3.
Japanese? Okay, they did have the three. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Half
this
English,
is
half Japanese, full Japanese, and then English.
yeah. So this is the English Star Wars Japanese for celebration, which I liked because it shows both. So this is the one I picked on my pre-order, and they have, let's see, looking at the website, they have the unisex logo tee, a women one and a youth one. So we're not getting multiple versions of the logo because it's all in English. They have a hoodie, and I'm curious. Oh, there's no clicking on the website.
Yeah, no clicking on these yet.
So, so I
But
doubt there's
I
gonna be anything on the back of the hoodie.
probably not. It maybe I could maybe, but yeah, most likely not.
And then we land on the logo baseball cap. Now, quick story, I ended up getting the baseball cap, and I do not possess the baseball cap because I was very unimpressed with the quality of the cap. Eli, do you have the cap that you could share with the
Dude, this
class?
is this is from Japan. So I'll say I haven't touched this hat in probably since I came back from Japan. Like maybe in a few videos, but like these hats, they're just very flimsy. They're like they collect anything. Like if there's pollution in the air, it's gonna collect it. So I do think that like when you're there, I bought 2 of these hats and I've regretted it both times.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they do have other hats, like a trucker hat or something. I think I've
They
seen different
do. They
or
do have
different
other hats. Yeah,
designs.
they do have other hats
Um,
at the merch store.
so my only thing is, yeah, I think I need to put the hat on my do not buy list anymore. And because I love hats, I mean, every video I have a hat on or a beanie or something. I'm a hat guy for sure. But I just don't. Yeah, I don't dig the quality of those. I do think that typically, like the shirts, I mean, they do the same designs every year for their shirts and badges and pins,
Yeah,
like for the key art stuff, and that's fine. The clothes tend to run small also, so if you
they
are
do.
ordering online, keep that in mind. I would just size up
Yeah.
for pretty much anything. But I mean, the prices aren't too bad. I mean, overall, some things get outrageous, and some things you look at and it's like that makes no sense. But
Yeah.
so far, everything on here I'd say is reasonable.
Yeah. I wanted to just emphasize, I think I bought the hat from the 2022 and I was so unimpressed. The stitching wasn't great. It was like had gaps in it. The quality of the hat was pretty poor. I think I might have even regifted it or donated it. I just was not impressed with the hat whatsoever.
Yeah, the material's just, it's not good quality.
It's not great quality. I just don't get the cap. Do not get the cap. There'll be better ones in the store because I remember the ones in Japan were not the same one as the pre-order one.
Yeah.
I can't really speak on the magnet or logos.
I bought some magnets.
Well, I'm saying the pre-order one specifically.
Yeah, I've bought those.
Okay.
Not here, but yeah, for Japan and different ones.
Yeah, because I did buy the magnet, but from the merch store. I didn't buy the pre-order one. Can't really speak on the sticker, but the logo pin. So the shirts I like to have, but then I also get the logo pins. I think Eli, you have yours as well on your pin.
I do have a yeah.
I like these double pin there, very high quality in my opinion, pretty solid. And you got the so I remember. Here's the Japan one, similar to.
I got the.
Oh yeah, nice.
Some variations.
The full Japan. Yeah, so there was a set of the Japanese ones where it was English, then half English Japanese, and then full Japanese. So I think I bought the set of 3, but this is the one I wanted to show off because I think it's nice. So I will be getting the logo pin. I think that's a good get, especially if you want something small for your collection. Those work out really well. Anything else?
With pins, I'll also say, like, I'm not traditionally, I mean, I'm not like, I wouldn't call myself a pin guy, right? My brother and I would go to Disneyland once a year or so. Yeah. He's big into pins, and I'll just, every once in a while, if something really catches my eye, I'll buy it. But the more celebrations I go to, the more pins I happen to procure. And so I do think that it's fun, even if you're not really into pins, to wear them on your lanyard and stuff. The only thing I'll say is if you don't want to, I mean, it's totally up to you, but sometimes you have people coming up to you a lot if you have pins. Right. And I like talking to people. But yeah, when they're trying to trade, and everybody's been very nice for the most part. But
yeah, we're gonna have a whole video about the pins. We're gonna have a whole video about the pins because I went pretty hard that one year for pins, and I still got them to show. And those things go for a pretty penny. If you're doing pin trading, but that'll be a subsequent celebration preparation video once we get the merch stuff up and they start announcing the pins and the vendor pins and pin trading. Okay, so the 50th anniversary Star Wars logo. So it's New Hope, all in gold. I personally, I wouldn't wear the shirt, so I don't think I'm gonna be in the market for any of the shirts or the long sleeve. Like I consider them like baseball tees.
Yeah, it's like a baseball tee.
Yeah. What are you thinking, Eli? Is that something you're gonna pick up?
I mean, it's tough to say. Like, no, I wouldn't pre-order it, and to be honest, I don't think it feels like Celebration specific.
Yeah.
So I feel like I could get that anytime.
It will probably have on the inside the logo that it is from Celebration.
Yeah,
because they've been doing that for the shirts there, but not on the shirt
I am
itself.
Sentimental with that stuff, so maybe. I mean, I have a habit of saying, picking out exactly what I want to buy so I don't overspend in the store, then get in the store and overspend.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
If you gun to my head, I probably will leave Celebration with one of those shirts, but I also don't necessarily intend on it at this time. I think it's fine. It's pretty generic. Like, it looks like if they re-released the DVDs back in the day and it was a 50th, it's like the sticker that would be in the bottom corner. You know what I mean? It's like very. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm salty. I'm still salty because they gave us no Force Awakens 10-year love at Japan. So that's why.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Feels bad, bro. I'm sorry.
So salty.
Hopefully eventually. The Star Wars 50th anniversary flight jacket. Now, I like bomber jackets. They did this with the Japanese ones. There is an image on the inside, but these are not reversible, and I doubt these ones are reversible. It's nice. I like the touch of gold that they have here. Probably not going to pre-order that one either. Here's another thing, too. You can always pre-order it, pay the price, but then you could sell it to a friend or resell it on third party market for probably more than, you'd probably make some money off of these if you really wanted to, but that's an option.
I gave away plenty of Japan stuff that I pre-ordered because I over ordered, and then I ended up buying stuff that I liked more. And so
Yeah,
it was like, especially, I mean, if you're traveling right to California, I mean, I know we traveled to Japan, so it was like, okay, I'm just gonna give this shirt to my mom or to my
sure.
friend, or
Yeah.
so there's always ways. I mean, obviously, if you're paying 125 for a jacket, it's a little
It's a
more
pretty
than
nice jacket.
just a giveaway. But I think the jacket's fine.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
out of the ones that I see here, I like it. It's not bad. It just, I don't know if I would
yeah.
necessarily buy it this time around. Can't really speak on a fleece. I don't wear fleece, so
I have owned one fleece jacket like that. I can tell you, I live in the hot part of California. Not here, not
yeah,
here.
you're not gonna get too much use out of it being a
You live in the
Californian.
cold, maybe.
Maybe in the winter time, but yeah, but not much use. Especially like the big print. It's not, or like the full print.
It's very, it's very bright.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling like these might still be in the merch store if they have them. But then if we're talking about Spirit jerseys are very popular with the Disney heads. This one looks like it has the opening scroll of New Hope. I might maybe get one for my family, but I'm not a Spirit jersey person.
I'm not either, but I do like it well enough. I like that it's all black. I could see myself wearing it over a lot of Spirit jerseys, but yeah, I'll probably skip that one too.
The only Spirit jersey I like is the Black Spire Outpost one. That's like the only one
That
I've
one's
seen.
nice. Yeah. I'm obviously a big I don't know if everyone knows this, but I'm a big LA guy, LA sports, the movies, Hollywood, all that stuff. So a lot of this stuff, it's if they have Dodgers centric stuff, I know they have like, I guess, a football jersey, all that stuff. I'm a sucker for it. Those baseball jerseys, I'm a sucker for all that. So that stuff, there's a chance that's in my pre-order cards.
Yeah, I actually like this baseball jersey that they have. They had baseball
Me too.
jerseys in Japan. It was an option in the store for me to get. The baseball cap looks the same as the other one, so I would say pass pass on that baseball cap.
It must be whoever their hat distributor or whatever
Manufacturer,
they are,
yeah.
manufacturer is. Yeah, just uh
The acrylic magnet, I probably would be more apt to have that because I do have
same.
the key art magnet on my fridge from Japan, which I like, and I got use out of magnets. I'm not a big patch guy, so I don't think I'd be getting that.
I'm gonna buy it. I am a sucker for patches, and then I just put them in a drawer and forget about them. I have so many of them from all the celebrations.
It was funny because was it last celebration where you were trying to like attach
Yeah.
the patches to your backpack?
Oh, that was Anaheim. I was trying to hand sew them the night before because I'm dumb, and I also don't have a sewing background. Uh, and I'm sewing it, and I'm like, what is this on here? What is this red? I was just digging into my thumb, no thimble, and I'm like, oh, well, that's great. So, if you want to put those patches on, iron them on, reach out to a friend who sew them yourself. I don't know, but don't ask me.
Yeah, the ironing is not the safest way to keep a patch on a backpack. I would say
No.
try to watch a video or something to get it done. One thing I have done in the past, Velcro. So I would put the Velcro on the sticky side and then try to sew the Velcro to my
That's
backpack
nice.
so that you could, remove it if needed. And I've seen people even just use safety pins to keep
Yep,
stuff on if in a pinch.
good idea too.
Mm-hmm. Deluxe limited edition pin, 50th anniversary. Deluxe always means bigger, so I don't know how big this pin's gonna be. Maybe you just have to roll the dice on
Yeah,
that
you
one.
never know. Like, I mean, you look at the like this pin I have here. It's a pretty
That
big
is
pin,
pretty
man.
big.
I
Yeah.
tried to put it on my lanyard, and it weighs it down. Like,
Mm-mm.
it's a lot.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Sticker's a sticker. Leather puff duffel bag. Not for me, but
Oh, it's a duffel bag.
uh-oh.
I thought it was. I thought it was
That
a
was
hand purse,
a
like
purse.
a
Yeah.
handbag. When I just glanced at it, $70. No,
You can
but
roll the dice?
you
Oh,
know,
okay.
I think no, but I think it's cool. I think some people can rock that. I'm down with it. I'm down with a nice carry on.
Before we move on, you were mentioning something about VIP and purchasing
Oh yes,
here. So let's talk about it.
yeah. This is like a side tangent here, and you can find this information on Celebration's website. If you go to ticket information, they have a list of all the perks you get with each badge. Mainly the VIP, and you look at it, and it is a lot. It's a huge jump, right? You're paying like 4 or 5 times a normal ticket. But one of the big perks, and this also depends on one, if you're a morning person and you're going to the con early, and two, if you're arriving a day early. But if you're VIP, so the con's Thursday to Sunday,
Hmm.
but the Wednesday before it begins, if you have VIP badge, they let you go in and shop early, so you don't have to worry
Nice.
about lines or things running out. I also assume, like always, they're gonna have the light speed lane where if you're a VIP, you can just
Yeah,
go
go in.
pretty much at your leisure.
Yeah.
And we obviously had that light speed lane reservation in Japan, and I can tell you, for me, it's almost worth the price of not
It
standing
might
in that
be.
line.
Or you're gonna have to
But
find
hey,
a friend who's a smuggler who'll be willing to get the stuff you need.
putting you guys on game, exactly. If you have a group going and you guys can just all pitch in and fall on the sword for one VIP badge to save everyone line time,
Oh, that's a good
it's
idea.
not a bad
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's my plan. If I can get that, I am extending that to everyone I know.
Yeah, because I think when we did, I mean, again, we'll talk about it in the merch video, but I think me and you got in before your brother, who was also there. And then
Yep.
if we had like a change of heart or if there was anything else, we could ask your brother to pick it up for us on a subsequent day.
I'm so sorry. I lost the whole plot there. The whole thing with VIP badges, if you get a VIP badge, like for me, I was talking to Parade before we went on. If I get a VIP badge, I'm not going to pre-order anything because one, I'm already spending a bunch of money on the badge.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend extra right now. But two, I don't have to worry about it because I can just shop there. So if I don't get VIP, I'm definitely going to pre-order stuff. But if I do, just something to keep in mind. You don't necessarily have to because you're going to have early access and easy access to all the merch anyways.
Yeah. Merch store for me is a pretty big priority because as the days dwindle, they run out of stuff or run out of sizes. I don't necessarily know if they like hold stuff for the next few days, but I just wouldn't count on it. So I
Yeah.
prioritize getting in there as soon as I can. Star Wars Celebration 2027 key art. They're showing a shirt. I actually don't mind the shirt, but again, I'm not in the market for much logo shirts. Is that something you'd pick up?
100%. Yeah, I'm usually not a key art logo shirt guy,
Mm-hmm.
but I just love, it's just I love the city. I love the vibes of the shirt.
It looks
It
good
matches a lot of
digitally. Yeah.
things. So,
Yeah.
and even the spirit jersey, I would buy that spirit jersey with the key art. I would buy that. So, yeah, I would say I like the key art more than I expected. It's honestly the Vader's very similar to like that hot toy I got at
Mm.
Celebration Japan. So, it fits the aesthetic. I'm pretty in on that stuff.
The next item is key art lanyard. So I'm always the dummy who doesn't order the lanyards because they do technically give a lanyard to you for free, a sponsored one. I think the one I got in Anaheim, or was it Japan, the Qui-Gon Jinn one from Box Lunch. That mess broke so fast because you're gonna get caught. Like your lanyard's gonna get caught on something, and it just has like that little really flimsy bracket on it. But fortunately, at the convention in the merch store, they had the 2022 key art lanyard here, and I like it fine. I do like it that it's wide, so it does hold pins very well. But to Eli's point, the more pins on your neck, the heavier. So I don't really put pins on my lanyard when I'm at the convention. I just really mainly use it just to hold my badge to get into places. Eli, you had a lanyard you wanted to show off.
I have a couple. Yeah, I got that one. What do we got? Oh yeah, we got our Japan, of course,
That's
which
the one I
is
missed out
pretty
on.
nice. I
I
dug that
wish I
one.
got it.
Yeah, it's really nice. I dig that one a lot. And then we've got Chicago, and you got the dark side, and that's also the dark side. You got the light
Oh,
side.
nice. That's
So
cool.
I dug this one too. Yeah.
So
Um.
the other lanyard that I got from Japan was it Japan? I got a pin one. Maybe it wasn't the Japan one. The art on it was almost similar to what you just showed, but it was like the cartoon of the badges, or excuse me, the
Gotcha.
cartoon of the pins. And it's not great, but I got it just to hold my pins, and I'll show that in the pin video when we do one.
I also want to say real quick. I know it's just side tangent again, but
Mm-hmm.
if you're not buying this, lanyard, I do wholeheartedly recommend buying some lanyard that's
Something strong.
of any sort of quality.
Yeah.
Because when we went to Anaheim and I had some friends who went and they just were kind of last minute going to the con, I told him grab 2 of those lanyards and put them both on there because I
I
don't
did.
trust the
I did.
integrity of yeah.
Yeah, I had 2 little things on that Qui-Gon Jinn one because it broke, and I'm like, I don't remember what the process of getting your badge, but I wouldn't risk
You got to
it.
go in and check in. But also, you know what? As we said many times before, you don't even need a badge to get in.
That's very true.
Story.
But hopefully, I mean, 2022 celebration was very loose on day one. Very loose security. They weren't even checking badges. So, but hopefully they do for security purposes.
But they might mail you the badges.
Okay.
They mailed them in 2019. I think the one after that.
Okay.
I don't remember if Anaheim. I think they did in Anaheim too.
Okay.
Because I think I still went through the line with friends because they didn't get theirs in the mail. But I think I did. You have that choice. You can pick up there.
Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about it being mailed or getting it in person. I would hate for it to get lost.
Anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I had so much anxiety for that until it actually, because they don't ship them until very, very close to the con. And so, you know, I think if they give them out the day before, I'd probably just do that again.
The next one is a hand fan. This actually might be something I purchase because one, it gets hot in conventions. It gets pretty warm. Standing in line in the, well, I guess we'll be in the spring. I don't know. I just feel like it's not a bad get, and it'll have a low profile in a collection because you could just have it closed and, you know, stuffed away.
It's true.
So that actually might be something I pick up. 35 is a little pricey, but I'm hoping the quality of the material when it's like the material that it's printed on is good because I would hate for it to like rip. But I might actually be in the market for the hand fan. The throw blanket. How you feeling about?
Never been a throw blanket guy, but I would buy this. I don't know. Speaking to me. For some reason, I can see it draped over my couch.
For $75 though.
Yes. For $75. Bring it to me.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're like, I think, here's what I would think. If you're teetering like on the fence about it, I would just say if you could afford it, get it. Because then you could always pass it along as a gift. You just don't want to miss out. I have a feeling these will be in the store. But again, pre-ordering is the easiest way to get stuff without missing out on anything. Eli, what's your thought on the key art poster?
Okay, hey, I love the key art poster, but I want you guys all to know, hopefully it's not the same. These posters are all from Japan. I love every single one of these posters, and there's a reason they're not on my wall, because those posters also are poorly sized and don't have standard sizings for many of them. Look at that Mando poster. Look at those blank sides on it. I'm too picky now to like do that. I want my posters to fit, but they have to be like custom ordered and they're expensive, and so I'm too cheap to frame these things, and I want to pin them to the wall. So
please don't do that.
I have this, I have this. One of these posters cost $75, man, and it's still sitting there. So
oh my gosh.
So I think that I'm glad they show the sizes.
Yes.
18 by 26. I did look it up. That's the size you can order from Target.
Okay.
So no harm there.
Okay.
But just keep an eye out.
I definitely do not have my Japan Star Wars Celebration poster framed because it's a smaller size. It might be 18 by 26 thinking about it now, but I just don't have a good place on my wall to put it. So it never made it into a frame. It might be one of our giveaway gifts. Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
At the panel.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Yeah,
I have a couple to give away.
Yeah, we might. If we get a panel at Star Wars Celebration, I want to be giving away prizes. Oh, that art is dope. That art is dope. Which is the same artist who did these ones back here, and the badge art. The art in Japan was that artist was amazing. I would buy more of his stuff. Tote bag, $45. I'm not in the market for tote bags.
Me either.
The ones I have from Disneyland work perfectly fine. One thing. Because I do, grocery shopping nowadays, you got to bring your own bags or take the paper ones.
True that.
The thing is, if you get like chicken stuff in it, oh man, that stuff stinks, and you might just have to throw it away.
I agree. You got to be careful with what, like the good tote bags. I don't put that stuff in.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I like the tote bag. When I first saw it, I was looking at it with my brother. I'm like, I'd buy that. But then I saw 45, and I was like,
It's a lot for a tote bag.
If it was 20, I'd entertain it. But 45, it's a bit much. But if you're in need of a tote bag,
you're paying for branding. But these are also limited edition, so if you don't get it, you don't get it. There's not going to be much.
Yeah,
actually,
That's
I
true.
think they did just recently, like a month or two ago, like put more Japan stuff that they didn't sell online. But that doesn't happen often. That doesn't happen.
You don't know, and you just never know.
You never know.
There's plenty of things that I regret not buying. So
Of course, and that's gonna happen every time. It's either gonna be like a financial thing, or you just don't really think about it. Key art magnet, definitely for the fridge. I am in the market for that.
agree.
Deluxe pin, probably not. I don't like big pins. I personally, because like it's the same thing you just showed. They're too big.
It's gonna be the same size, and it's a lot. It's a lot of pin, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of pin. A lot of pin. The other thing is, how many of these items do I need this exact key art on? Like, before it's like, oh, okay, I get it. You were there. more Star Wars Celebration merch. This is kind of the stuff you would see in the store. It looks like a tracksuit, which is very interesting. Not for me.
Full tracksuit.
Full tracksuit.
No, when I first saw the jacket, I'm like, I would
Los Angeles
probably wear that. I would wear it to a
Dodgers
game.
Yeah.
I saw the full tracksuit. I'm like, oh man, I couldn't do the full tracksuit. I commend you if you can rock that. I think that's awesome. I don't think I could, but this, I will say, this merch, these shirts, that's my bread and butter. That's what I'm most excited for.
Yeah,
I love that Star Wars Hollywood sign Death Star shirt. All these, I know you'll go through it, but I love
No, you're good.
this stuff that's like themed to the place where Celebration is.
Yeah,
I've bought in so many of those shirts over the different cons. I sometimes I buy them. Like, I love them so much. If I've seen some of them, like, I wouldn't wear that, but I think my friend would. I'll buy it just because I want. I don't know. I love those things.
Yeah,
I think that's where you get some fun stuff.
I remember you just having a pile of shirts in your
It was bad in Japan.
In Japan,
it was bad. I went. Yeah, that was.
You're not the only one though. You're not the only one. Again, limited. Like, we're not good. This is the one time you could get them. You might as well go for it. But for me, I'm a more black shirt type of guy. I'm not really wearing much. I can maybe for a gift, but I'm saving money for other things, for the Celebration store when we get those drops. Any last words on the
one
items
thing
here?
to note? Maybe. So I hope they do what they did in Japan, because I also like that yellow shirt, the Tatooine, what is it, OP shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't wear that shirt in that color, which it's fine. But in Japan, I don't know if you remember, they had a lot of the shirts in various colors, and I did like that a lot. So you can get the same design on red, black, blue, yellow, whatever you wanted. And I really hope they do that again for all of these shirts.
Yeah.
Because if so, that would open up. Well, my wallet probably doesn't want that, but I do hope that's the case again.
I say, if you got it like that and you were planning to get VIP and you couldn't, you got an extra grand at least to be spending on this. Not me. I'm going to be more selective. But Celebration is not a cheap convention.
Try to budget. I try so hard every time. Japan was a complete and utter failure. Parade, you saw me in the store. I plan on getting a couple things. Man, I almost needed to employ someone to carry the rest of my stuff. It was bad.
Editor note, add Nemec in here where he says, try. But I'm excited. I'm glad that they put this out, because now you could be in the mind frame of how much you're going to spend. I'm going to have to sit down with a calculator to make sure I don't miss any of these things, because those time limits on tickets, yes, get the tickets, but then also remember what you're going to pre-order from the store. The stuff I recommended I enjoy, except for the hat. Hopefully this helps you guys figure out what you want. Eli, any other final thoughts when it comes to
Yes, I have one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have one more thing. So I do also want to stress that while waiting in that line can be terribly daunting, I have met people in those lines that I still talk to today. I met people in Chicago when I waited in that line for 7.5 hours, who I still talk to today. So you can make, there can be good things that come out of that. But also, I do want to note, if you don't like everything here, that's okay. I promise you, they will have so much more stuff too. They're gonna have all kinds of merch that's not listed here. I mean, they pack the store. So
and there's probably gonna be more than this too, right? Or do you think this is the whole store? I think this is the pre-orders.
Might be it.
Interesting.
Or pre-order. Yeah, 100%. That's what I mean. No, yeah. I think this is just for pre-order. But in the store, that's what I mean. They're gonna have so many more different designs, so many items, random stuff. Who knows? I wouldn't doubt they have sunglasses or a snow globe or who knows, just random things that you might not think of. The neon sign.
Bam, right there. The Dex's Diner. It's all blown out on my screen, but I'll take a picture of it and show it. That was probably my favorite purchase, actually, from 2020.
I agree.
Anaheim. We both got one. I hope this video is helpful. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the reigncore channel. And also, Eli, where can people find you?
You can find me at the Fan Awakens on YouTube. The channel is thawing out from that carbonite freeze, so we're going to be posting some stuff soon. And everywhere you can find me at the Fan Awakens.
Yep. And we will also be doing reviews of Maul, rewatching and reviewing Mando seasons 1, 2, 3, leading up to Mando and Grogu at the movies. I got my tickets already, I believe. Eli has got his. We're so super excited as we get into Star Wars season. That's where we're at right now. And let us know in the comments what you guys will be picking up on pre-order, if you're going to try for the VIP or not. But we will be making more videos to come. So stay tuned here on the reigncore channel. And that being said, I hope you all have a great rest of your galactic day. Punch it, Chewie! Boom! We're out of here.